I've made it partway to my next destination. Just doing a little mackerel fishing off the pier here. And there's some cormorants, and there's a seal actually just up that way. Probably knows better about fishing for mackerel than I do. It's a very popular spot, this pier. Got my Quebec fishing license, so I'm legally doing this. There's a seal just out there. It's hard to see his little head. He keeps popping up for air. That's cool. Next place I'm headed is au Griffon, just at the point there by the ocean. Labrador in the distance across the St. Lawrence. Another beautiful little maritime town just coming in. All right, we've arrived at our next destination. We are on the St. Lawrence, out where it meets the ocean. So take a look out there. This is a view from the campsite. So I'm told that you can see whales sometimes and seals. Of course, lots of seabirds. Ships. Look at that sunset. Beautiful baby's blanket sky. Not a bad spot. Well, good morning from the ocean. We've made it to midway on the trip out here to Gaspé. And look at this sunrise, it's amazing. Lots of shorebirds, maybe we'll see some whales, I don't know. This campsite is right on the cliff. So it looks like that, and that's pretty cool. This campsite's called Griffon. It's nice, but kind of crowded and on the highway. So I'm trying to find the positives in it, but that's a positive. It's 5:30, this is when the sun's up, so Royce and I are up and gonna go walk on the beach. Lots of things to sniff and smell here. Beautiful little waterfall. This is my kind of beach. Got all kinds of rocks, pebbles. Not really one for sand beaches. Lots of waterfowl here for sure. Birds I don't even recognize. I mean, I know the gulls, but this goes on forever. This is awesome. Lots of kelp along the shore here. Assuming that's what that is. Royce is loving this. Royce is slightly startled by the waves. This is funny. He's never seen this kind of thing up close. Love it. These shorebirds running on the beach. Plovers or something. Wow, the lighting is like golden hour. It's lovely. He sees the little birds and is actively herding them. Have to keep them on leash here. Yeah, it's like a little plover or something. Lots of seagulls. And you like that, Ricey? You had fun? Yeah. This area here is affected by tides, so I'm actually realizing, oh, it's a beautiful beach, lots of it, but we're at the low point right now. I just looked online because I kind of low-key freaked out that we were going to get caught in a rising tide or something. That's happened to me before. Anyways, so yeah, looks like right now we are at a low point, and then the tide's going to come up and peak around 1:30 and then go back down again from there. So got lots of time. Like it's only like 6 a.m. right now, so we're good to go. Lots of this kelp here. So cool, it's so rubbery. And you can see this is like the root or whatever is under there. So this is actually underwater a lot of the time. So it's not just washed up on shore. So I don't think it is. Well, I don't know. So yeah, when you're by the ocean, make sure you pay attention to tides, especially if you're like me and you're not from around a coastal area. You'll have to pay attention to that. You don't want to get swept out to sea in this cold water. All right, check out what I found. I think this is a sea urchin. Really spiny. That's what I think it is. That's cool. Ooh. Also found a crab leg. Royce wanted to eat it, but told him that wasn't a good idea to have rotten seafood for breakfast. Don't want to have to deal with the outcome of that. So yeah, as I go farther out here, there's lots of cool treasures to be found. So this part right here, you can tell is definitely much more underwater. Lots of kelp here, washed up driftwood. These rocks are really neat. Look at that. It's cool. It's like stairs. Yeah, I think we'll have more chances of finding like crabs and other cool things out here. Not a lot of shells. It's not that kind of beach. I'm just finding this incredibly fascinating. All the smells. Doesn't smell bad. It smells like plants. Here's another crab. Oh, that's cool. Neat. So just at the campsite having a little snack, and this is what I picked up here in Quebec. It's called spruce beer. It's a pop, and it tastes like it sounds. Tastes like Christmas. It tastes like Christmas trees, like spruce. You know, for a long time people have made spruce beers and things like that. I made spruce tip beer. This is just like a pop. It was spruce tips, so it's delicious. I think you can only find this in Quebec. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if you're ever in this region, you have to try the spruce beer. So just heading on this beach now, we're seeing 3 seals just offshore here. Just another little walk before lunch, exploring. So that's cool. We're seeing some mammals. Saw some gannet birds, and just saw a beautiful accipiter type hawk. I don't know what it is, but it is definitely hunting over the water. So that's pretty neat. Tide is going to be coming in around 1:30 today, so already the beach is quite different than it was. So we'll just be mindful of that. There's the gannet right there. All right, we are now in Forillon National Park, which is beautiful and on the coast near Gaspé at the tip. Quite windy today, lots of seabirds out there, and we're gonna go take a look at some beautiful cliffs and do a quick little walk in a little trail called Taiga. So we'll check it out. So this is for drying cod in the blazing sun. This area is very mountainous. So on this trail you can kind of get a taste of the place. And here we are, there's the money shot. Wow, this is pretty wild. This is a seal. Looks like a young seal, I'm guessing. I'm not sure. It's passed on. Wow. Now we're headed down to the Taiga hike. Look at this beautiful beach. It's lovely. So nice and cool. Now this scenery is amazing. So this will be a rare landscape for me to check out. It's a landscape that's normally seen north of 50. So a lot of black spruce and unusual little plants. Oh, you can smell the spruce here in the forest. It's lovely. Morris is exploring things. I don't want him to be traipsing through too much of this. But yeah, you can see all the spruces up in here. It smells divine in here. I can't describe how good it smells. It's lovely. It's a beautiful blanket of alpine club moss down here. It's pollinating right now. If I do that. Oh, cool. Feels so sort of stiff, not soft like mosses I'm used to. Where the sea meets the taiga. This is really cool. This is like a lot of grasses and moss and spruce in there. This is the end of the trail, a beautiful beach. Beautiful views. All right, so we're back from the hike and I bought some fresh salmon, local fresh salmon. So we're gonna have that in the grill tonight. Minor detail, some weather's coming in, so we're making the fire as fast as possible to get this cooked. Well, I'm super excited. The salmon is cooking. See the weather coming in over there, but ooh, it's gonna be good. I can already smell it. Oh, look at that. That is good. That is fresh Atlantic salmon, cooked to perfection. So I made some basmati rice with some of the dehydrated veggies I did before the trip. And there's the salmon. Oh, that's really good. Just melts like absolute butter in my mouth. You don't want to not have seafood out here. It's so fresh. It's straight out of the St. Lawrence. It just attaches to the ocean, obviously. So it is delicious, fresh caught. Can't beat it. And here's another beautiful hike in Forillon Park to a waterfall. Wow, this is amazing. I know I keep saying that, but it's really true. So gorgeous. I'm sure it's a lot, more powerful in the spring with runoff and things like that. Royce is going to go check it out. Look at this beautiful crystal water. It's like those mountain streams. Dog went in here and had a huge drink. Yeah, it's the best tasting water he's had in a while from that last salmon river. Gorgeous. Well, take a look at this. Look at this lichen. This is so unique. I've never seen anything like it. Growing on this birch. All the way up. Now the loop takes you up to the top of a boardwalk where you have a good look at everything, about how high up you are. There's a waterfall just down there. Beautiful little short loop. It is some moderate difficulty with some roots and stuff you could potentially trip on. But it's just a hike, really quick and easy. Beautiful scenery. Well, made it to the Jacques Cartier at Gaspé site. It's where the ships landed. So let's go take a look at the site. There's a beautiful big monument there. Nice little gardens. It overlooks Gaspé. Well, what's visiting out here without getting some French cheese? So I've got the Délices des Appalaches. Give it a try. Eating on the road. Stinky cheese, but good cheese. The other kind of cheese I got around here seems to be common. These little like processed cheese tubes. They're like mature cheese. So these are actually really tasty, nice and salted. Kind of like you have poutine and you have like the little cheese curds on top. This is kind of what they have around here. I also picked this up. Gaspé is called Gaspeg by the Mik'Maq people. And so I picked this up. This is popcorn that has maple butter and fleur de sel. So this is going to be really good. it's pasta salad night tonight, so I'm serving myself up some of that. And speaking of food, we aren't going to restaurants around here yet, but basically, I don't know if you guys saw on that little clip I showed on the way back from our adventures of the day. Looks like a cafe, one that's like kind of central to this little community here at Achaidh Griffon, burnt to the ground this morning. Shocking, actually. I heard walking the dog at like, I don't know, was it 6:30, 7 in the morning? I heard like a pop, almost like it sounded like a tire blew in a car up in the road or something. Then I heard like sirens, and then the power was out at the campground. So yeah, the wash house wasn't, they couldn't get water or hydro or whatever. So anyway, they have a backup generator. That was fine. Didn't think anything of it. And then driving out there today, we saw the building still burning like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, like to the ground. It was leveled. So sad for the people of this community. It's a big tourist community, and that was a big hub, I think. It was a cafe that a lot of people spent some time in. It was a Wi-Fi spot, and you could get like, crafts or art and stuff like that. So my heart goes out to the community. It's pretty sad to see something like that happen. And yeah, I don't know what happened. Like I said, I heard kind of like a pop, so I don't know whether there was like an explosion. I saw there was a propane tank there. It looked intact, but I don't know if there was something else that happened there that would have triggered something like that. Anyway, terribly upsetting. Well, here we are. This is in Percé. This is beautiful. We got a good look at Percé Rock. Lots of different geology here. The rock is far more red. It's beautiful. It's about an hour from Gaspé. So I just want to show you guys, we won't be going here, but this is the secteur llthewildyamll. So there's lots of hikes here. There is one of the largest gannet colonies here. So the birds that you can see. So it's very beautiful. Dogs are not allowed as far as I know. So we won't be taking the shuttle over there. But I just want to show you guys the map of the different hikes you can do that way. We're kind of down here on the Quai de Percé, like that little area where I was, and then the rocks are over there. So that's what a gannet looks like. That's that big colony that you could go and see. Usually the boats, I think, take you around there to look at that, but that's what they look like. We've seen a bunch of them at our last seaside campsite, diving into the ocean, around 8 o'clock in the morning. They're like, they dive from really high up, and they're like the arrowhead shape, and they plunge into the water after like mackerel and things like that. So they're pretty beautiful birds, pretty big birds too. So here's a beautiful Percé Rock. It's been here forever. It's basically been dated to the Devonian period. Lots of fossils out there. Jacques Cartier actually made note of it in the 1500s, exploring the area. And this is llthewildyamll. So it's a 75-minute boat trip out there to go do hiking and exploration. Such a gorgeous area. You can go on a lot of whale watching tours here. There's a couple of boats there. Not going to be doing that today. I mean, lots of things to explore. We did not see a lot of whales at our last campsite. I think it's the wrong time of year for them to be moving around. I think maybe spring, early summer might be better. There's a better view of Percé Rock. You can't see there's a little hole, little archway on the other far side. There's definitely some birds at the top there. I don't know what they are. Seabirds. For all you that are into geology, as you can see here, the Percé Rock number 2 is actually from the Devonian, and we're standing now on the Ordovician period rocks. And number 3, Bonaventure, is actually Carboniferous era. So that's pretty cool. That's so the oldest one is basically what we're standing on now, the Ordovician.